Will you stop monkeying around? We're trying to shoot a show.
You're no fun.
Christ.
Coming at you live from the Sacramento Hive, I'm Josh.
And I'm John. Welcome to local Beer.Buzz. We talk about those epic beers that you want to drink. Hear about them first.
Today we are talking about Tower Brewing Company. Tower is located at 1210 66th Street, Suite B in Sacramento, California. They were established in 2019. Now, before we get into the beer, let's talk a little bit about the brewery. What are some of your favorite things about Tower?
Well, it's located right next to the freeway, really easy access next to Folsom, and it's right next to Sac State, so it's always littered with highly educated people. Good conversation and good beer.
Oh yeah, definitely. So today we're going to talk about a specific beer, one that they recently quadrupled.
Oh yeah!
We should talk a little bit about the history of this beer. It's kind of been a staple in Sacramento for a while.
Monkey Knife Fight was originally brewed by Rubicon Brewing Company. And Rubicon Brewing Company actually went under a few years ago, but Tower was able to get their recipe, and it's the OG recipe. It's everybody's favorite pale ale in all of Sacramento and actually in all of Northern California for quite a while. And now they've got it and they've changed it up.
Man, people really love those monkeys with knives, don't they?
We've got 4 times the monkeys with knives now.
That is 3 more monkeys with knives than I like to have on a daily basis. That's a lot of monkeys with knives.
So for all the variations, we have first the pale ale, and then second, a hazy that they made.
Third, we got the single IPA, and then the double IPA. We're gonna go in order from the most mild to the most dank. So we're starting with the pale, hazy, IPA, then double. We gotta take it that way so we don't destroy our palate too early in the night.
Yep, no palate destroying, not yet.
Alrighty, well, I'm gonna crack this first beer open, but while I do that, John's gonna go over the grading scheme.
We grade on a 5-point scale. The first is appearance, the second aroma, third is flavor, fourth is mouthfeel, and fifth is overall impression. Did we like this beer? We also rank the beer on a 6-point scale. From sandbag this beer, which is leave it behind, to would I tattoo this beer on my face, because it's that crazy good.
Alright, let's take a look at this color. It's a nice pale color, you know, what you'd expect from a pale ale, nice and clear, got that nice amber yellow color. It looks like there should be like a mosquito containing dinosaur DNA in there.
Yes, it definitely has a nice kind of amber hue to it. It's kind of a mix between like the color of a pale ale from Sierra Nevada, if you want to think about a classic pale ale, and just like a gold ale, really.
Yeah, like it's a lot more than just pale. It's gold. It's a very nice color. I want to see more beers this color. I think it smells great. You know, I get that like overripe pineapple scent off of it, mixed with like California citrus. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's got some good American, probably like, you know, West Coast citra notes to it. Kind of reminds me of early 2000s West Coast IPA.
Dude, I wish I was drinking in the early 2000s. That's smooth. It's smooth, it's got a nice bitter note to it. I think maybe a bit more than I like in my pale ales. You taste that like sharp bitterness in there.
I like it. It's kind of a more classic pale ale. I like West Coast IPAs that are bitter, and I like, you know, classic pale ales that have a nice bitterness to them. The only thing that I don't care for these days is because of the hazy movement, people are kind of lowering the bitterness on their pale ales to kind of match how low the bitterness is on IPAs, and it doesn't really, it's not the same. I mean, you're not making hazy pale ales. I mean, some are hazy pale ales, but
yeah,
you know,
definitely.
you have to call it a hazy pale ale. This is just a classic. A Monkey Knife Fight should have a good bitterness to it.
Gotcha. Well, they definitely nailed that then. The bitterness doesn't overpower the flavor, which is nice, but you definitely notice the bitterness, unlike other modern pale ales.
Yeah, it's just like a classic pale ale. If you've ever had a Sierra Nevada, it's got a nice resinous bitterness to it, some nice maltiness to it.
That's exactly what this is like.
But this is a little bit fruitier, a little more citrusy, and a little drier than I would say than the Sierra Nevada. It's got, I would say that I almost like it more. It's really nice. I don't know why I'm comparing everything to Sierra Nevadas right now. I'm just trying to get you into the idea of what a general pale ale is.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, Sierra Nevada is the standard.
Hmm.
By the way, this Monkey Knife Fight Pale Ale is 5.6% ABV and 35 IBUs.
Cool.
So, in terms of a grading, I think I would give this, I'd give it a 4-pack. You know, it's a good shareable, bring home to mom beer. I don't think I'd want to introduce it to the whole family with a keg.
Pretty much home for me as far as what a pale ale is. When I go into a place, I want a beer like this if I'm getting a pale ale. So I would say a keg is my rate. Alright, up next we have the Hazy IPA. This one is 7% ABV and 35 IBUs. Note that it's the same IBUs as that pale ale. Somebody's on point.
Oh yeah, let's check this out. That looks like a fresh glass of orange juice.
Yep, it's got a great haziness to it. Almost looks like a hazy lemon juice, I would say. It's super, super light, like a light gold color. It's got
a nice tropical smell, just like the last one. I smell pretty much the same things: the pineapple, the California citrus.
It's completely different. I'm smelling the fact that it actually kind of looks lighter in color to me is I'm actually smelling a lot of pineapple, and I'm smelling like lemon, like lemon peel. Pretty nice, actually. Kind of like a sweet lemon peel with pineapple. It smells like an epic cocktail.
Oh yeah, let's give it a try. Oh my god, that's a completely different beer.
Wow, that's super good.
That is really good. That's so smooth, and I get what you mean about the lemon, because I'm tasting the lemon in this. Like,
yeah,
whoa.
I'm getting like lemon, pineapple, like a little bit of mango, but it's more like a sweet, like kind of a sweet lemon flavor. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
It smells great, and it tastes just the way that it smells, but it is probably one of the better hazies on the market right now, because they all have kind of that same fruity, mango-y kind of flavor to them right now, whereas this one has got a really unique lemon character to it, and then pineapple, and then it also has a little bit of tropical fruit in it, but it's very, very good.
Yeah, no, I'm getting that pineapple, the mango, I get the lemon. It's really nice and smooth, nice tropical hazy. You know, it's really everything I'd want in a hazy. It's 7%, it's low IBUs, you don't really taste the bitterness, you taste all that flavor. In terms of grading, I'm taking home a keg.
Yeah, me too. This is a keg right here. I mean, I didn't even taste that much of it or have to search through the flavor profile on it that much.
Everything was at the tip of your tongue, right?
Yeah, and it's a lot, like I said, it's different than other IPAs that are out there, or hazies that are out there right now, because everybody's going for that really sweet tropical fruit note, and it kind of fills your mouth with thick, juicy mango, which isn't a bad thing, but you know, it's nice to not always have a mango in a glass of orange juice.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone does the same thing. It's nice that this one's a little bit different. You still got that mango, but you got the lemon and the...
Yeah, I mean, this has really got like a really nice, like lemon verbena almost smell to it, and then the flavor is like candied lemon with pineapple. It's great. They did a great job.
They really did. They really did something different with this. I like what they did with it. Yeah, go Tower. Coming up next, we got the Monkey Knife Fight Single IPA. This is 6.6% ABV, 50 IBUs, and is hopped with Citra, Cativa, and CTZ hops. I am so excited to try this. Let's take a look at the color.
It's definitely a lot golder. The other one was very amberish. This has got a nice kind of golden hay kind of color to it. It's a little lighter than the first one. And it's very clear too. It looks like a West Coast.
This does look like a West Coast. This is extremely clear. I'm excited. Let's give it a sniff. This smells like green tea, in my opinion.
It's got
like very herbal, but you could smell the bitterness on it.
It smells very malty, really. It smells kind of malty and kind of like old hops. Like, it doesn't smell like fresh hops. It smells like tea and like tobacco, a little bit citrusy, but it's kind of It's got a smell that I can't really figure out what it is. I would say that tobacco and grass and just kind of smells stale, really.
Interesting. That's maybe oxidized?
Um, ox. You normally don't get an oxidized smell. I mean, you can get a smell that's oxidized, but
If it's horribly oxidized, I've definitely had like a stale smell like you're describing.
I would say it's very much like a herbal syrup kind of like smell. It smells like some kind of herbal hair product, really.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. No. There's a lot of weird flavors in there. I think they tried to do coffee.
That's the smell. It smells like coffee in an IPA. And the flavor is actually kind of coffee too.
You know, coffee in an IPA could work, but this is not it. I don't taste the coffee. It's just weird to me. I feel like they tried to do something interesting and weird with this one, and they just did not. This is not it.
It's also hot too.
This is hot. Yeah, I agree.
It's got hot alcohol on it.
Yeah,
It's got a strange malt character to it, and then the hops don't work at all. And it's dry. It's got so many weird things in it. I actually like it because it's so weird.
I'm sandbagging it. I'm sandbagging this beer. I am not trying to knock Tower whatsoever. This is just not it. For me, at least.
And only because lately I've had so many good beer, I look for the really weird ones to try. That, you know, I keep drinking because they're doing something different to my mouth. But as a general rating for this, I would have to say I would finish the pint. I don't care for it, but it's very interesting to drink, and I will thank them for that.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's always fun to drink a weird beer. It's always fun to drink a weird beer, something that's off the beaten path, something that you wouldn't normally get at your local liquor store. So, thank you for giving us a weird beer. Hey, John, where do monkeys go to grab a drink?
The knife store?
The monkey bars.
Ah.
Coming up next, we got that Monkey Knife Fight Double IPA.
This is number 4 in the series, the final, the finale. Get pumped. Get that knife out. Find that monkey. It's time. Will you stop monkeying around? We're trying to shoot a show.
You're no fun.
Christ. The final, the finale of the 4 amazing monkey knife fights. We've got the double IPA, 8.5 ABV and 90 IBUs. This is extreme. It's gonna rip our faces off and stab them with a monkey knife.
Woo! I'm ready. Let's take a look at these beers.
All right.
That is, again, a very nice, like, golden color, just like the last one. Yeah, got no complaints about the color. To be honest, it looks a lot like a West Coast IPA.
Typical West Coast IPAs, they're supposed to be crystal clear like this.
Right.
So this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, I guess it just threw me off because it doesn't say West Coast IPA on the can, but I guess you just kind of got to assume that every IPA out here is a West Coast IPA unless otherwise specified.
Yeah, we're on the West Coast, so if you're going to make an IPA on the West Coast, it's a West Coast IPA.
I'm all down with that.
And by the way, the aroma on this is a lot different from the other one. This one is just straight citrus and dankness.
Oh yeah. I am crazy about this one. That smells and sounds and looks really good.
The beer makes a sound when you swirl it, apparently.
If you put your ear up to it, you could hear the ocean.
I just hear, drink me, drink me.
I mean, if you insist. Woo! That is something to go nuts over. That is really good.
This is a really good double. It actually reminds me of classic, West Coast doubles that I've had. It's very, very nice. I like it. It's very smooth.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's really smooth. It's got a nice dry finish. It's nice and hoppy. It's got everything you need to be just a really crushable double. And I don't describe many doubles as crushable. This is crushable.
I wouldn't say it's that crushable. I'd say the body on it is pretty medium. You get some layers of malt. It's just really good. I haven't had a really good double West Coast in a while, where it's just got layers of pine in there and citrus in there, and then a little bit of chewy maltiness. It's very good, and then it's dry, so it's hop forward. it's great. This is great. I mean, right off the bat, I'm not even gonna argue. This is a keg.
Yeah, 100%. This is a keg. It's not quite tattooable. I wouldn't say any of these are tattooable, but this one for sure a keg. I want to take this home and share with the family on Thanksgiving dinner. Like, this is so good.
Yeah, this is right on point for their double. You know, great job doing all these variations of the monkey knife fight, but you should keep your double, you should drop your single, and you should keep that hazy. Like, they are just amazing beers.
I think we need to add a new rating for this episode. And we need to call it, Would You Fight a Monkey for It?
I would fight a monkey for this beer.
I would fight a monkey for this beer too. Yeah. This is some monkey fighting beer.
Yeah, this one and that hazy, you know, I might fight 2 monkeys to get to both those beers, you know? Mm-hmm. Throw one on the other.
Yeah.
Change it up.
Better yet, just throw it in between the monkeys, make them fight for it, and then you fight the winner. It'll be easy peasy. You could just punt that thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the monkeys like the beer that much. They might like their knives more than they like the beer.
Yeah, you know, they might damage the beer in the fight. We definitely shouldn't make them fight over the beer. Just fight them for it.
I feel like it'd be like a way to kind of like upgrade, like in a game, you like, you know, punch a monkey in the face and then take their knife, and then now you have a knife against that monkey with a knife, and then you can, you know, use your knife, and then you have 2 knives and you have a beer. It's a win-win situation. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, we're at local Beer.Buzz. If you want to find out about epic beers, check us out.
Hey, and in the comments, tell us, what would you fight a monkey for?